Hey, how's it going? My name is Derek Hine, On Top Roofing. I want to start off with, this is Mike Williamson's claim. Claim number is 1603351-21886113002. I've got Jacob Wise, which he is my install manager. He's behind the camera. Jacob, when we pulled in, actually down the road, there's yard signs from roofing companies everywhere.
All down the street.
And also, this is Mike Williamson. He's actually a long-term friend of mine. He's actually one of our suppliers. He actually called us after he already called a roofing company to come out here that was local. We are local as well, but he decided to use us. Pretty much everything down the street's been re-roofed. So the fact that a carrier could deny this and try to state that, you know, this is intentional damage on our end. Well, first of all, we are not the company that put the tarps on, and I don't want to bring the company name. You can look through the file. We met with the adjuster. He requested that we came out here to remove the tarps. Jacob, there was 3 of us, correct?
Correct.
For at least 3 hours.
If not more, yes.
And we had to remove every single tarp, and that's one of the, honestly, it was actually kind of a chop at the knees that the adjuster requested that we came out here for 3 hours, 3 of us, to remove these tarps and put them back on. And then when the supplement request was placed, that we did not get reimbursed for that. That's kind of sickening. So we'll talk about that later. We're gonna move on. I got a whole list of things because we actually showed the adjuster in a little over 3 hours, 3 of us, because he kept us here and he was a slow moving guy, which we accommodated because at this point we have a mutual client. We're trying, here at On Top Roofing, we're trying to put our mutual client, which he is a friend of mine, at a pre-loss condition prior to the storm. And then also the carrier, I think is, and I'm not a lawyer, but is obligated per his premiums to put him as a pre-loss condition. But I'm not a public adjuster. I don't know the legality yet. But we're going to document this entire thing because it was appalling on how much time 3 of us spent here and what the outcome kind of transpired to. So I'm going to go through, and I got a list here, and it's going to be a long video. So like anybody who's watching, I'm sorry. I'm not a videographer. I don't know how to edit, so I can't cut and shorten up the video. So in the end, though, this is about Mike Williamson and what it has been missed and what should be added or we feel should be added, and we're going to add it to our estimate moving forward. So one of the things, and we'll get around here, I want to talk about gutters, okay? There is a downspout missing. We pointed it out to the adjuster. He neglected to put anything on the claim. Jacob, will you come in here? This is our gutter coil sample, okay? And this is critical, okay? Because at this point, I'm gonna cycle through here. Nothing. And can you please look at gutter coil sample, okay? Nothing is close. This one, maybe. This one, too dark, but nothing is close at this point. So at this point, we're going to be supplementing, and we're going to be writing our estimate for a full gutter replacement, as well as, Jacob, can you point out or video this, that the fascia metal is missing, okay? So now we're talking about fascia. At this point, we got fascia. Now we have fascia wrap. And if you really want to push the limit here, we're talking about soffit as an issue. And honestly, I'm going to talk to Mike Williamson on this, if he's okay with a discoloration between the fascia metal and the soffit. But now we're talking, can you video this? We got corner wraps, soffit, fascia, gutters, that it's no longer in production. And I'm more than willing to meet back out here with an actual adjuster that's going to pay attention to everything we're going to be talking about, because it was appalling. Well, and we pointed all this out to the adjuster, and he legit did not care. So, all right, let's keep moving. This is gonna be a long video.
Just getting a video of the siding here.
All right, you're fine. Oh yes. So here,
It's all blown out.
You see all these waves right here. The siding, because and Jake, can you get actually a video of all the tree damage over there? This right here, a borderline tornado went through. We got trees here, and we're talking 60 roofs beyond here have been replaced already. And we were actually kind of confronted as a contractor that we did damage to this property when, as well as I'm not going to confront the other company, like their tarps actually have their company name on it, and it's not our company name. Our company is On Top Roofing. Can you scroll in the truck? Our company is On Top Roofing, and you should be privy to the tarps that were removed during the adjuster appointment. All right, so let's do all of our elevations first. If you can see as well, I don't know if I can see it down here. All this siding is the same way on this gable end. You can literally just, the whole thing waves, and we showed this in front of the adjuster. He took a video of it, and it was not documented as well. Siding on the back of the chimney, which we have photos of it. And like I said, I'm not trying to make this a hour-and-a-half long video, but the whole backside of that siding right there is loose, and we showed this to the adjuster, and it's just waving like crazy. Actually, let's go around this corner right here. Similar effect right here. I don't know if you can see that.
All right.
Like it's all pulled through. And at that point, now let's go back here. So the wind was driven this way. All the siding has slid just like this. So you're supposed to have a gap behind here. Well, this is slid, this is slid, this is slid, this is slid, and we have, well, if you can hopefully see in this video the reveal of the shadow bars of the siding, you can see where the nails have all pulled through, and this whole thing is just, I mean, you can seriously actually look at this. Look at this. Not here. Here, but it's 10 times worse up here, and we showed the adjuster firsthand on this. Here's a piece of the downspout that is missing. So at this point now, we cannot match this downspout. We showed that to the adjuster. It was laying right here. He actually the adjuster physically carried the downspout to the front of the garage. Why wasn't that added to the claim? I mean, that's concerning. I think that I'm missing high charges, steep charges. The detach and reset of the tarp is actually what disgusts me the most. He basically forced us to come out three deep to remove, to detach and reset of this tarp, and he said he would not be able to do an inspection without that. And at this point, like, for him to blatantly not put that on the scope of work, like that's what hit us harder than anything. So let's talk about fascia metal 2-story. We got fascia metal. Actually, you can see it's pulled away right up here. At the top. If we walk around here, so in our professional opinion, we want to detach and reset all of the siding. Hopefully it's salvageable. It will be salvageable as long as we have the appropriate funds to make this happen. As well as we got, I can't think what it's called, the dryer vent that's missing.
Fascia metal.
We got fascia metal 2 stories. So at this point we need 2-story starters for the fascia metal. We need ladder jacks. And then, let me keep going, metal on the back of the porch. We'll jump on that in a second. Let's talk about the chimney that was legit blown off. And our tarps are not those tarps. Okay, so at this point, we have fasteners through that siding. Honestly, the other company tempted in. It's not our fucking business, but we didn't call. He called American Chimney, correct?
Yeah.
Got a quote. So the quote itself, I don't have it in the file right now, was submitted, and I believe, and you can talk to Mike Williamson himself. It's not up to code to replace it or repair it the way it is, so that's why the estimate came in the way it did. So, actually, Jacob, you can go up this ladder and show them that we actually pulled a branch off of this metal roof from this tree, which is the direction of the storm, and there should be some dents right in front of it.
Yep.
Video that, and then we're going to talk about shingles. Can you make sure you focus on the deck?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. I showed this to the adjuster. He did not even care about it. It was appalling. I don't know if you can reiterate that in the video so they can hear it.
Yeah, this was showed to the adjuster. The dents in the roof, and nothing was done about it. Pretty appalling.
Alright, and then we're going to jump on the roof. Also show the high grade gutter guards where they're fastened through. Video?
Yep, we're still on there.
Show them this. If this was your house after a tornado event, would you be okay with this? Oh yeah, look at this. That's where the top fasteners are. I shouldn't be able to pull this, I shouldn't be pull this. And we showed this to the adjuster. I don't want to bring up a name, but as you can see, this isn't our company that tarped them. But I don't want to get into the dispute on what did and didn't happen here. I just know that there are 60 homes that have been replaced behind here. As well as, since we're talking about, let's talk about flashing. That's the reason why we're supplementing for this. All these fasteners, these nail holes. Then if you really want to talk about how many facets, we got front, right, back, front, probably 20 squares of tarp up there. We have all these tarps, and hang on, you got them? I mean, we need ladder jacks, metal on the back porch, high charges, steep charges, detachment set of tarp per the adjuster, detachment set of gutter guards, gutters, fascia because of color match, Kentucky State Match Law, siding, felt. We haven't dove into the felt yet. I don't know if it's synthetic or not.
I gotta come down.
All right. So one of the things the adjuster actually brought to our attention, until you realize that we are not the company that tarped the roof. You have a flat wire.
Yeah.
Was mat transfer and the tear of shingles. So at this point, if we're going to replace anything, he actually brought this to our attention and said, hey, we're not paying for this because of mat transfer. Just like this. And he said that's why with the mat transfer. Mat transfer, mat transfer. He said that's where he believes that was not wind damage, which, like I said, we weren't the company that came out here. But here we got more mat transfer right here. And this was his argument against why he was not deeming that it was a wind related claim, which is appalling because we got 60 fucking trees blown over. Like, I mean, show them. So here's a few shingles. First of all, we have delamination just because of this. We have mat transfer, more delamination, more delamination.
Even right here.
Was it? More delamination. Yeah. So at this point, like, the roof's not repairable. Sadly, I don't even know what to say anymore. We showed all of this to the adjuster, and he was very standoffish. We were here for 3 hours. He requested that we'd stay here for 3 hours, and he didn't even pay us a dime to assist him through the adjustment, as well as he would not document any of the obvious damages and our request. Please review our supplement request as we're going to move forward with this. Take care, Derek Hine, On Top Roofing.